Nifty may have hit a record high for whatever reasons we are unable to fathom. Beyond this, let's just get the global picture right. At this moment, is there a risk on trade anywhere in the system? Because we have problems coming in Japan, Bitcoins and the AI trade seems to be coming off its high horse. Globally, because you invest across the board, where do you think is money going into riskier assets?
So I have been very negative on the US for the last 15, 18 months, in the exact time that I've been negative on India, because my investing philosophy is to get the big cycles right. If you get the big cycles right, then within that, it doesn't matter आपने X market लिया या X stock लिया, Y लिया, to that extent. You know, what matters is getting the big cyclical movements right. And my view was that the circus would move to other parts of emerging markets away from India, and globally it would move to other markets away from the US. Now, if you see the last 18 months of data, or look at even the current year, which is almost now 12 months, the US and India are the two worst performing markets. Okay, last 12 months and last, I mean, year to date, hai definitely, as well as in the preceding 15, 18 months. That was my call 1.5 years ago, that these two markets will be the laggards, but on the other hand, there will be amazing opportunities elsewhere. And therefore, because of that shift, so China is today 40% of my exposure globally, but also very close to that has been Taiwan, very close to that has been Korea. But I have not neglected other markets. Not that everything is on tech. You know, the European markets have been phenomenal, Spain or Greece, Poland, as well as Latin. Apart from the gold and the silver, I don't own gold now. I sold it at about 3,500, but I had bought much earlier. So I made a decent amount of money. I took money off the table. It's higher than that price, but that's okay. I'm prepared to, you know, give up gains. It's fine. Silver I still own. So broadly speaking, my global portfolio has done reasonably well, despite my not paying so much attention, because it's my money. It's not outside money. So I can be a little loose in my shot making, if I were to use the word, because it is my shots, it's my pitch, and it's my capital. So I know, I mean, I'm up because I was up about 26% till about 2 months ago. Now, because of the sell-off globally, I'm up about, I think, 21% year to date. It's about down 4-5%. It's okay. I mean, 21%, you know, most funds in the world, I was looking at the data, have not made anywhere close to these kinds of numbers. And I do this while holidaying 10 days a month. So point being, US I've been negative. I continue to be very negative, and the reasons are many, but the primary reason has been it's on a very narrow market, extremely narrow. In a way, it is almost like the Indian market that we have seen, wherein just the Nifty seems to be giving an illusion of great corporate health and growth and returns, but your broad market here, that is really telling you the real story. US has been very similar to that, in which 5-7 stocks have continuously led the markets higher and higher, while the broad markets have not kept pace. Even earnings numbers, if you see, the skewness has been hugely towards the back 7, while broad corporate America has been struggling in terms of growth.
Okay.
So, and if the other issue, very important issue, Share, I must point out, is even if you look at the GDP growth numbers coming from America, we had talked about Indian GDP growth numbers and the problems. Let's also go there to America. Most of the growth, if you see, has come because of AI-driven spending.
Correct.
If I'm not mistaken, some 80% of the incremental growth numbers came from the AI end of the economy. Now, you can see the dominance of a handful of companies on not just the indexes, but on the economy itself. To the best of my memory, barring the South Koreas and Japans of 30, 40 years back, when you had 3 or 4 companies dominating the chai balls or the zaibatsus, dominating the economies, which made them very vulnerable. But when they had the fortune going down, the fortunes of Japan went down and of Korea went down. US is in somewhat a similar situation, and I find that very worrisome.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.